SoFi saw a huge drop yesterday, nearly 10%. Is the stock still worth running the wheel strategy on to collect those juicy premiums? In today's video, I'm going to show you how I'm playing this big SoFi dip. And of course, guys, I am not a financial advisor. Do your own research on any of the setups that I talk about today. And also drop a comment down below on today's video because I'm going to give you completely for free my 50% and 80% rule ebooks, which have been, oh my gosh, so good to me, especially how volatile SoFi has been. So just drop a comment down below and I'll give you those ebooks completely for free, no strings attached. And while you're down there, I really do appreciate it if you hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps this channel grow more than you know. But guys, we saw a huge pullback yesterday on SoFi, right? Not really uncommon if you ask me. I've been playing SoFi for really my most traded stock of 2025, and it has been a wild ride to say the least. Hitting the bottom Bollinger Bands, working our way towards the top, closing out our cash secured puts, working our way back towards the bottom, and so on and so on. Now, if you don't know, basically these are my Bollinger Bands that I have overlaid on here. I'm going to assume a lot of you know what this is, but this is basically an technical indicator that tells us roughly where a stock is likely to trade. Now, it's all a fugaz if you ask me, but it does help us make educated decisions. For example, right? You could see when we hit the top, usually this is a great time to sell our covered calls, right? Why? Why would that be a good time to sell our covered calls? Well, let's just assume right here where it was neared, around $32. Let's say we did a $33 call. Right at this top point. Well, once we hit there, right, most likely, right, it is going to see a retraction. Guess what? The next day it does, right? The next week it just dropped, right? And we can close out our covered call, right, and then sell our cash secured puts. So same thing that happens here at the bottom Bollinger Band, right? Let's say right here when it was at around $25, we did a $23 put. Okay, cool. Most likely at this point now in the next few days or a week, right, we should see a retraction back upwards off that bottom Bollinger Band, which we did, right? Quite literally really quickly, right? And we're able to close out our cash secured puts. And this doesn't even have to be this aggressive on SoFi, which is really, really cool, right? For example, right, I did a bunch of puts here on Friday. I did a put on Friday and I closed it out on the same exact day when it dropped. Now, obviously, this chart's not going to show you, but we saw a huge pullback around 4 or 5% on Friday, right? I opened up a cash secured put position. I think I did like a 25, just a little bit more aggressive. Might have been a 24, and then I captured 50% of my premium, and then I immediately closed my position out because then it shot up. It gave back. I think it closed a little bit higher that day. It closed around like 26.50, and I was able to get in and out of that trade, capture 50% of my premium that I collected on that cash secured put in the matter of an hour. That doesn't usually happen. Just full disclosure. Us option sellers, us Ark Options traders, right? We are more passive investors. We are income investors. We do not stare at the candlesticks. We ain't drawing on the candlesticks, right? We're not Picassos, right? But with that said, SoFi has been so fun. It's hard to pull away. It's hard for me to focus on anything else because these setups keep coming and they're so quick that you're able to get in and out of these positions like I've never seen before. Really. So for example, right, the other day, or yesterday, right, we saw SoFi, right, or not yesterday, the day before on Monday, we saw a huge rally on SoFi, right? It neared, I thought we were going to be hitting close to 30. We shot up to 29, right? And I ended up selling some covered calls at that point. I actually ended up doing the 30-50 calls that expire this Friday, so 2 days from today, right? Why? Well, because I saw we're jumping up towards the top Bollinger Band, okay? I'm expecting a pullback at this point, and what do you know? What do you know, right? The yesterday dropped nearly 10%. Now, with my covered calls, just full disclosure, I don't baby these things usually, like my cash secured puts. Like I'm a hawk with my cash secured puts, but with my covered calls, I don't mind selling my shares. So for example, I have these 30 covered calls right now that I can close out easily for like 50-80% premium, but I'm most likely just going to let it ride to Friday, to be honest with you, because I don't think it's really going to, I don't think we're going to get to 30-50 on SoFi. Now, who knows? you know how SoFi is. We probably will. I would love it, and it is what it is. But then yesterday, right, we saw that pullback down nearly 10% yesterday when I looked. Obviously closed up at just about 8, right? So what did I do yesterday? Puts. I sold puts, right? When the blood is starting to get into the streets, and it's not even bloody yet, man. We're still basically 50 on the RSI. We're right at the middle, not oversold, not overbought, right? a little bit red here in the pre-market. But with that said, on that pullback, right, I'm going to then jump into some of those cash secured puts. So it's going to take a look to kind of hammer this home. I know we kind of went over some technicals, which again, I only use a few technicals, guys. I'm not actually I do primarily weeklies on SOFI. If you're like a beginner getting into this stuff, I would say go do monthlies, get the hang of it, and then move into weeklies. Again, with the weeklies, like what I'm doing with SOFI, there's a little bit more management involved. So if you're like working full time and like you're at a desk job and like it's a little bit tougher, right? Maybe you're on the road, right? It's a little bit tougher to manage your positions because I'm just being real with you guys. Again, what's cool about this strategy is you can make it your own. You could be as involved or as passive as you want, right? And people in my community, we have a lot of people that just let everything go to expiration. We have people that are really active in our community that are like borderline feeling like we're day trading this stuff sometimes, so which we are not. But for example, yesterday's move, or the day before's move, you would have missed out on that covered call. You would have missed out. But long term, does it really matter, right? Let's say back here, 30 days before, you sold a covered call for 30.50. Okay, there's a bunch of noise that happens in between. All you care about is the end result. Let me show you specifically what I'm talking about here, right? So if I'm a completely passive investor running the wheel strategy on, and this is how I was for many years, and even to this day, besides SOFI, I mainly only do monthlies, right? Because I've got other things that I've got going on, right? So if I'm selling a put, that's basically saying I'm willing to buy 100 shares of a stock, I'm going to go out 30 days, okay? So I'm going to go 30 days out. That gives me a good, healthy balance of time, strike, as well as a good premium, of course, as well. And I'm going to start looking at my strike prices. So currently, I saw a big pullback yesterday on SOFI. People are selling it off, right? It's not super oversold yet, but good opportunity it's a better time to do sell a put right now than it was when it was at 29. Okay. So taking a look at this, I'm going to be like, okay, you know what's going to give me my best return on collateral that will also kind of give me my best risk tolerance. Now, obviously you got to go do your own research on that, talk to your own financial advisor or make your own decisions. But for me, I'm looking for something that gives me a healthy balance, because when I sell a put, I want to get assigned at a good price, right? Because then I want to do covered calls. So I'm going to open up the 24s. 24s are a 24 delta. Not super aggressive, but also a good strike price. Like, I do like the 24s and 25s. 25s is most likely what I would go for because we're right at that 30 delta. And taking a look here at the premium, we're collecting nice tight bid-ask spread. We're collecting $117 of premium from an options buyer. Obviously, if I'm not financial advice, results vary, just what I'm seeing on my screen at the time of me recording this video. And you can always see the time of me recording these videos in the top right-hand corner of your screen, right? So with that said, collecting about 117 between the bid and ask, right? Let's go toss this into our handy-dandy cash secured put calculator. All my calculators are free, guys. Attend the Ark Options Strategy Workshop. The first link down below, you're going to get my 2 premium calculators as well as my full trade log template to keep yourself organized, plus 90 minutes of training goodness on the Ark Options Strategy. But with that said, attend that. It'll be the first link. We're collecting 117. We're locking up. Remember, we're locking up collateral here. Everything we do is covered. We're not degenerates, right? $2,500. We're locking up $2,500 of premium. That should blow you back out return. Okay, see, when I see things like this, I am scared. I get scared. Why? Because this is an insane return on collateral. Okay, we're 30 days expiration, annualized to the gills. And this is what I laugh at these people on YouTube, and you probably watch their other videos. I'm going to assume you watch other people. They're like, you can make 50% return a year running the wheel strategy, right? Just buy my course. If they're making 50% a year, you think they're going to... Guys, let's use the old noggin. This is a high-risk play, okay? This is a high-risk play, okay? Let's talk about the outcomes. Let's talk about how this could actually play out for you, okay? Number one, best case... I hate to say best case. Let's talk about it, right? So let's say on the 6 at close, SOFI is trading at above 25, 26, 27, 28, 30, 50, right? You're not getting assigned. Your $2,500 is no longer collateralized. You get it back. You go run the play on another opportunity, collect some more juice, right? That premium is always given to you up front. This 117, right? That you can that's cash flow. That's income, right? But, right, the second thing that can happen, and this is the big risk, is let's say at close on the 16th, right, SOFI is trading at 24, 23, 20, 19, 15, right? If that happens, right, you are buying your shares at 25, right? That is the biggest risk of this strategy. So what is the best case scenario, worst case scenario? For me personally, I'm very bullish on SoFi. Very, very bullish. I do not mind being extremely risky on paper with SoFi because I do not genuinely care from the bottom of my heart if I get assigned SoFi at 25. Me personally, go do your own research on the stock. This is the only stock right now besides Arista where I genuinely assign it to me. I don't give a crap what price, just give it to me. I will take it, right? These are very high conviction stocks for me in my personal situation. You find those out for you, right? So for me, this kind of play, I would personally take it because I, right, have a more risk tolerance for SoFi. Okay. But with that said, as you know, there is a higher risk here. Now, I genuinely don't care what this delta says. I look at risk as return on collateral, a 4.68% on your money. Think about that, guys. You're not even getting that much in a year on your money from your high yield savings account or treasury bills. Right? Logic. Let's use it. Let's use the logic. Let's not get fooled into thinking you can easily make 30 to 50% a year. Okay? That is degeneracy. Okay? But with that said, right? Always look at your return on collateral. That's going to be your best gauge. So what's the gauge of like something that's just normal, right? Well, normal would be around 1 to 2% a month. Right? That's usually where I'm targeting. I'm usually going towards 2 to 2.5. With SoFi, I'm going more aggressive for sure. But overall, I'm shooting for around that 2%. When I'm doing, you guys know I love running this strategy on boring dividend paying stocks. You're not getting even 2% on those, right? Often. Sometimes you got to be playing right at the money with those kind of positions, right? That's just the way it is. And you're barely getting 2%. Why? Because these companies have survived recessions. They've been around for 100 plus years. They're dividend kings, dividend aristocrats, right? These are companies that, over time have always hit all-time highs again. Obviously, past performance is not indicative of future results, but that's the way it goes. A company like SoFi, there is uncertainty around this company, right? We have earnings coming up at the end of the month. We don't know what's going to happen here, right? Obviously, we're expected that this is going to be a fantastic earnings from SoFi, but we do not know, right? So for me, right, that would be a more higher, like I said, this is a higher risk play, and you just need to kind of use that common sense, especially when you are selling your puts, and always look at your return on collateral, because the last thing I want you to happen to you is get assigned on a stock that you don't want. When you sell that put, assume you are getting assigned. If you want more training on how to take the wheel strategy to the next level using the Ark Options Strategy, where we combine 5 sources of premium and income into one strategy that you can make your own, whether you want to run it 15 minutes a week or 15 minutes an hour, right? Click the first link in the description of today's video. At the end of that training, I'm also going to give you my trade lock template as well as my premium calculators completely for free. And also at the end of it, I extend the invite to you if you want to join us inside of our Options Seller School mastermind community and training program. We have an incredible group of individuals, and if you resonate with the content here, I know you would be a great fit to join us and see the amazing community that we are building here inside of OSS. So click that first link in the description of today's video, guys. Remember, sell options, collect premiums, repeat. I'll see y'all tomorrow.